Weather portion of Ag Week now. It's been well established how wet it has been this spring and into the early summer across the corn and bean belt of the United States. Here in the northern plains, though, the North Dakota Ag Weather Network revealing a little bit of a different story. Rainfall since mid-April, 415, showing only around 1.5 to 2.5 isolated 3-inch plus amounts across northern North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and then across the southern part of this same area. It's much heavier, more like 4 to 5 inches at many spots. That's why southern North Dakota has been so wet. That, of course, extends down into South Dakota. Central and northern North Dakota, same thing in Minnesota, has actually been a little dry this spring. Percentage of normal rainfall, more than 100%, meaning wetter than average across the south. But look at these numbers, a lot of 69, 65, 54, and then a lot of 28, 38, very dry conditions across the northern part of the area. At least it has not been hot so far this summer. Jet stream meandering, but generally keeping the heat well down south. There'll be some 70s and 80s and a stray 90 through the Corn Belt, mostly 60s, 70s, and a stray 80 in the northern plains over this week anyway. The really cool stuff is staying mostly up in Canada. The really hot weather is going to be down in the deserts, and it'll be like that. As far as rainfall goes, a couple of areas of concentrated thunder showers in the Rockies, and you guessed it, the corn bean belt. Northern plains this week showers should be mostly of the nuisance variety. Will continue to be relatively mild to slightly warm across the ag areas of the United States next week. No real heat is expected for the rest of June. There is some evidence that we may get a slow-moving, meandering low into some part of the northern plains, Great Lakes area, which could provide some locally heavy rainfall, and much of the Corn Belt will continue to be wet.